Hello everyone, I'm Harish here and I'm going to focus in this video about the context hiring. So how you can hire the context from Reddit, from Quora and from Google. So first I'm going to start with Reddit. So this is pre-setup and persona workspace is created. I labeled it with 3D printing Reddit and our main topic of interest are best 3D printing resources to learn about 3D printing. And I'm going to quickly walk you through on the top of the funnel. So we are targeting here as per niche, as per Reddit. Our niche is students who is interested in 3D printing but not sure where to start and what to buy. All the students looking for 3D printing classes and online resources to start a new career in 3D printing, students and young professionals who are interested in 3D printing, SLS machines and 3D printing guides. Make sense? 3D printing industry. And here, as per Reddit, our ideal persona is Peter. Peter is 38-year-old IT professional. He has been working with software since the last 9 years and he is looking for new opportunities in 3D printing to make his work easier, faster and more efficient. After trying with different kind of printers, he is finding it difficult to choose the right printer which suits his need. So you can see based on the social listening on Reddit, this is the ideal persona that Athena suggests. And of course, we don't want to go into every aspect of the research, but you can see the difference here immediately. In the next setup, this is 3D printing Quora, and it's the same main topic, learning about what are the best resources to learn about 3D printing. And here we are going to check the setup again based on Quora. This time based on Quora. So I'm going to do one-to-one comparison. On the Reddit, it was very specific. A student who is interested in 3D printing but not sure where to start and what to buy. Here, a tech-savvy young adult who is addicted to learning about new gadgets and looking for ways to innovate in their field. Now you can see the difference, right? On Reddit, the persona was different and on Quora it is different. And you can see Quora we also get into designers, marketers, content creators. Even though this should be micro niche, it seems that Quora is suggesting us the people who are asking questions on Quora are from different backgrounds, designers, marketers, content creators who are interested in additive manufacturing for ideas, concepts and model. So you see the power, right? How channel to channel listening to user generated content and feeding that data, how the perspective about your persona change. Let's also compare this. So on Reddit, we had Peter, who is 38-year-old IT professional, right? Peter was our persona on Reddit as per Reddit social listening. As per Quora social listening, we are targeting or Athena is suggesting us that there is a person called Josh who is 21-year-old college student. So it's in line with this tech-savvy young adult, right? And they are struggling, or Josh is struggling with finding the right course material, guides, and reviews to get started in 3D printing. He wants to learn about 3D printing technology without getting overwhelmed by the technical jargon and complex tutorials. So this persona, although is tech savvy, but not really an IT professional. On the other hand, the persona suggested on Reddit is an IT professional. He himself is a software developer working into software. So you can see Peter, 38-year IT professional. You can see the difference in Josh, who is 21-year-old tech-savvy young adult and who is struggling to find the right course material guides to get started with 3D printing. So here you see the difference when you only inject one channel versus other channel. I highly recommend that you listen from the user generated content on Quora and only feed in the training or in the process with the Quora as a resource. And then you compare the same with Reddit as a resource. And then you will see the difference between these two outcomes. Now in the last setup, I want to show you what will happen if we only focus on Google as a social listening or as an AI listening resource, right? So in this context, our niche is student and professionals who are interested in 3D printing. So it's from Google. If you see Reddit, it's much more like a student who is interested in 3D printing but not sure where to start. Peter is our ideal persona on Reddit, who is an IT professional. This idea is much more specific what Peter want to achieve. There's more depth with the Reddit generated content, and that's why you can create more deeper persona with Reddit. With Google, it's hard sometimes, but still I'm getting a person, Josh, as a young student of age 24, who is currently working as a software engineer. So very close from Reddit, but completely different persona. He's working at a big MNC and he's looking for ways to grow his skills on 3D printing so he can start his own business in the future, right? So you can see with Google, persona is slightly different and perhaps close to not close to Reddit, but in a context in understanding this person is 9 year as a software development background, and this person is looking much more specific ideas as compared to Google. He is working in the as a software engineer in a big MNC, and he want to just grow his skill in 3D printing. And if you go to Quora, then here the Josh is just a tech savvy young adult, and also it's a combination. Josh could be a designer, could be a marketer, could be a content creator, right? But here on Reddit, it was very specific that Josh is even the micro niche. You can see it's a student, young professional who are interested in 3D printing, SLS machines, and 3D printing guides. So it was much more specific because he's really looking for right printer. So my goal make a clear understanding that when you switch from Reddit to Quora or to Google only, or you combine when all these three resources in social listening, CrawlQ is able to distinguish each platform, and based on this user generated content, you're getting a different outcome, different persona, and that's why it is highly recommended to have Reddit, Quora as a source to your research. And this powerful mechanism combined together is able to produce much deeper content if we just compare to just a chat GPT. Okay. So in summary, when we only use Google as a resource, then Josh is young student of age of 24 year who is currently working as a software engineer at big MNC and is looking for ways to grow his skill in 3D printing. So you can see that this is very specific persona, right? And if we keep the data only on Reddit, then we go a bit more into detail that Peter is 38-year-old IT professional and he's looking into specific different kind of printers and he want to learn it more. So this is much deeper knowledgeable persona, Peter, right? And if we are looking for only Quora as a source, then Josh is 21-year-old college student, and this person can come from any of these background, designer, marketers, content creators. And this is just tip of the iceberg with CrawlQ because I can make a very extensive research analysis using social listening. I can go into the middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, right? So what I'm scratching here is just very tip of the iceberg. Then what I did to compare it with ChatGPT, so I started with simple question, who can be my ideal persona for 3D printing? And for example, this person is looking for resources. It's same like a starting point, how I seed CrawlQ with this idea, same way I seed ChatGPT. And ChatGPT will come also with a specific idea, and I wanted to explore this or make it more specific, like how I will get in CrawlQ. So here the persona is Mike, again a software engineer. So we validate that from Google and Reddit. Also, it was more software engineering background. Those people are more interested in 3D printing and they want to expand their skills. Like Mike here, he want to expand his skills and turn his hobby into a small home business. And he has a background in software engineering. So very clearly from Reddit, from Google, it was very clear that software engineering is the background. But Quora gives some additional insights that it can be a designer, it can be a marketer. So see the kind of subtle differences between different sources and how, for example, Chat GPT might have learned from internet, right? Well, without going into this detail, it comes very close to Reddit resource. Like Mike is very close to the person that was suggested here as a Peter, 38-year IT professional. But when you really go into deeper, like what kind of demographics, semantics, psychographics, then you will notice the deeper insights that you can generate from real-time social listening from this Reddit Quora, and how you are going to augment these learnings or inputs from these sources along with the generative AI, so capabilities of model like ChatGPT. So combination of ChatGPT plus social listening from Reddit and Quora is a very, very powerful value proposition of CrawlQ. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to our channel by pressing the bell icon, and I look forward to show you another interesting use case in my next video. Stay tuned. Thank you.